Okay, guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kimmy, back with another one. Actually, this is part two to Traumatized. So if you haven't seen the sneak peek, go check that out because that's really the original starting point of this video. But I got cut off because I ran out of storage and forgot to delete other videos. So there's that. Now, we left off at transformation. So yeah, traumatizing events, situations, and people can really transform lives. Okay, look, and I still got nail polish on me. It's for change and transformation. Okay, so some of us are suffering from traumatization, right? And you know, if this not you, then it could be somebody around you who is being transformed or has been transformed. Um, This is card number 4 again. That's about that foundation, okay? So this is somebody that's reestablishing some sort of foundation, whether it's financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. It's some type of way like that. Or physically. You know what I mean? It's some type of way. It's when the universe shakes shit up, you know? And again, you could be traumatized from different things like your living situation, your fears, or just love, okay? That's what's coming out here anyway. I had to sip my coffee, but we're going to talk about these things. Somebody here is not feeling recognized or rewarded, okay, by the universe. You see this light? For me, that's the Most High God. Or just wanting to be put up on a pedestal. This is like a stage presence. This person got their head down. This card number 3, okay? It could be 3 have to do with communication, right? It's Mercury energy. It represents third house, okay? The mind. So somebody not being able to recognize or not feeling the rewards, okay? When it comes to their life, okay? They feeling unrecognizable is what I'm hearing, and unrewarded. Like, where's my just due? This is how they feel, and they standing here on this platform waiting for the universe to like. This is a chain. It's reminding me of the baddies chain, right? Where everybody get a chain for fighting. He got his chain, right? But it's just like he's not feeling. It's not changing how he feels right now. Like, it's not making him feel any better because he's still going through something that was probably very traumatizing, he or she. And it's just like, okay, universe, why don't I feel better? Is what I'm hearing. This could be communication that someone is having with the universe. Why have you forsaken me? Why do I have so many fears? Why am I going through these things? Okay. Somebody just got a lot of whys. Okay. So let's talk about it some more. I'm getting somebody don't want to communicate because, again, it affects us in different ways. You know, some people isolate themselves. I'm picking that up too. Don't want to talk. Don't want to be around nobody while they going through these things, okay? Don't understand why I got to go through so many changes in life is what I'm hearing. Somebody don't have no understanding. Literally, this for somebody could be mental, okay? It could be mental. You mentally feeling like you don't have nowhere to go. You mentally feeling like a whole bunch of fears, or, you mentally feeling like nobody loves you. You mentally feeling like, you don't have no self-confidence, no self-esteem. You mentally feeling depleted, like you can't do it without God. You mentally feeling like I done lost all patience. You know what I mean? Mental changes. I'm picking that up as well. I mean, life is not for the weak. This is you know, it's not a game. Okay? And we talking about mental, right? The swords, there's blocks here, okay? With the third eye chakra that came out, okay? Somebody refusing to see, can't think. Again, got their guards up, protecting themselves because they've been so traumatized, okay? This is, I don't see nothing, I don't hear nothing, I don't know nothing, okay? This remind me of that card, okay? This card remind me of that. It's also my scissors, okay? This person could be trying to cut people off, cut things off, trying not to be traumatized anymore, okay? Trying not to see, that maybe they can't see why they're going through these changes. Some people don't even notice how they being, they withdrawing themselves, okay? You ever seen an impatient person that don't have patience and then they don't know that they don't have patience? Yeah, that part. Somebody is feeling blocked by the universe, okay? Cut off from the universe. Or just in life. Okay, that's the overall energy. This is what traumatizing events and situations will do to you, okay? It'll make you want to feel like that, cutting yourself off. Like, but I don't want y'all to feel like that. At the end of the day, this is also a part of decisions, okay? And you in two minds right now. You cannot make decisions properly when you're going through traumatic shit. You know what I mean? I was just recently faced with a traumatic life event. I'm not going to talk about it because the person I was faced with this traumatic life event with has to tell their own story. And until then, I cannot tell that story because that's what I'm being guided to do by the universe. But, I'm a part of that story. But it's not my story to tell. You understand? But you get in situations like this where you actually feel like, look, I can't make decisions. I had to make a decision that could have cost somebody their life. And this is why I found myself in these situations a lot, okay, where I have to make very important, traumatic life decisions. And I hate that for me, okay? Like the video of you go through this too, but I hate that for me. But to whom much is given, much is required. And apparently God trusts me enough to make these decisions, right? To be able to make the right decisions. But when I'm in two minds, I cannot make decisions properly. So I have to go to this person and that person and this person and ask, what do you think? What should I do? Can you, what would you think the right thing to be? Because when you're in two minds, it's like it's hard for you to make a decision. And you feel like you at a point where you feel like you at a crossroad and you like, dang, well, which way do I go? Which decision is the best decision? But I'm here to tell y'all that is no wrong way. Everything that happens is meant to happen, so you cannot make the wrong decision. Even if you feel like you did. Consult with other people if you have to help you get your mind clear or get your mind right and get out of two minds, okay? Don't ignore the obvious, though, that you can't think straight or that you are traumatized or that you are all over the place. Do not refuse to see it. Do not just cut people off and don't open up and tell people about it. Because then, where you could have had help with that, overcoming that traumatization, I can't say the word, traumatization or traumatic event or situation, you didn't open up because you closed off. You didn't let people in, or you know what I mean? And sometimes making no decision is a decision. You understand? So, I feel like that's the overall energy. I'm going to take it out. Yeah. People are losing all patience. It's a process sometimes that God is trying to take us through so that we can grow and evolve like this flower. Whether we understand it or not. Sometimes it's a process, and we get comfortable, right, in our situations, in certain in life, right, and certain events take place where shit has to crumble, like this building has to fall apart so that something else can grow and evolve better. Sometimes you are blocked. What they say, God's rejection is your protection. Sometimes you are blocked, and you have to look at it as protection sometimes, rather than the universe not want to be there for you. Whether, instead of looking at it like, God, why have you forsaken me, or whatever you believe in spiritually, you have to look at it like, okay, I'm being protected. Okay. Or it's just time to cut that out and start something new. Like it's all on perspective, because everybody have different opinions and perspectives. And sometimes it's just how you look at it. And if you in two minds and you really can't see what's going on around you because you traumatized by these things, these circumstances, these situations, these people, then sometimes instead of closing off, you need to open up, because you never know. That's when you can get the help that you need. Okay? But if you too scared, paralyzed by fear, so no, I'm not going to let you close to me, or I'm not going to tell you, or I'm not going to talk about it, or I'm not going to let you in, or I don't want people to know, so I'm going to hide it. I'm going to act like it don't exist. If you paralyzed by fear, you're going to be stuck there. You're going to be stuck there, praying for a way out in a cycle that's never ending. This is what I call, the Walking Dead, or empty vessels. You know what I mean? People like that, they say some people are soulless, but I'm not getting this as a soulless person, because this is a traumatized person. Because this person has fears. Now, soulless people, they don't have fears. You understand? It's levels to this shit. And then, you sit there in it, wallowing, grieving. Woe is me. Blaming the universe, blaming yourself, blaming others, okay? Instead of getting help, And while you're doing that, you're not even realizing that you're, in a way, not loving yourself, okay? In a way, maybe you feel no love, okay? Unrequited love is here. Maybe you feel no love. Look, the high priestess, that's holding back, that's having this knowing. You already know what I'm talking about, right? Maybe you don't feel love around you, in your community, in your family, your soul family, in your relationship with your children, with your parents. Maybe you don't feel love. But at the same time, that's something we have to work on within. That's something that we have to, that's a fear, or a deep-rooted fear, stemming from abandonment, being cut off, right? And you don't even realize it. So sometimes, and then you instantly, for every action is a reaction. So because you don't feel love, you're not giving out any. It's blocked. Right? So it's just like a repeating cycle of that. Okay? So just know that. Or it's just a repeating cycle of, not feeling recognized, not feeling heard, not feeling seen, or not feeling rewarded. You understand? The high priestess is here. So you already know what I'm talking about. The high priestess is very intelligent. Okay? She has access to Akashic records. He or she, the high priest or high priestess, same thing, has access to Akashic records. But right now, because you in two minds, it could be blocked. Third eye chakra is out here. You're not following your intuition. You're not trying to hear shit. Not even from the Most High God, your spirit guides, or whatever you believe in spiritually. You're not trying to hear shit nobody else got to say. She's also closed off. She's celibacy, so she's not giving nobody none. She just sit pretty and hold on to all that information. She analyzes and observes, though. And sometimes that's all you got to do is sit back, separate yourself, and analyze and observe the situation, the circumstance, or the whatever got you traumatized, right? To be able to come out of that, to be able to figure it out mentally. We still talking mentally with the high priestess and spiritually, okay? And sometimes you do have to withdraw, but don't stay there. Some of y'all, this is escapism, right? Because now I just don't want to be nowhere else but here. I'm cutting everything off, everybody off, and I'm just going to stay in my mind. Not a good place. Not a good place. Yeah, go there. Go within. Consult with whatever you believe in spiritually, but take the advice. Listen to your intuition. Don't just not take it. Don't block it out. Don't ignore it. Don't refuse to see it, hear it, or what they say, hear it, see it. I forgot the other one. Fear it. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's hear no evil, see no evil, hear no evil. And that's how y'all feel. Because I keep getting that. So you're looking at everything outside of you as evil. Which, for some people, you really feel like that, and it really can be the case. Like, this world we live in, it's not even a world. The world is a beautiful place. It's the people in it. They're corrupted. They try to control it and run it. That's causing all of us hell, right? I just posted in my community section a long ass paragraph. I woke up like this, okay? With these things, downloads on my mind, okay? So go check that out. Real humble. Real out the way. Real, it is what it is. Real is really the truth. You know what I mean? The high priestess is here at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, she keeps everything to herself. Don't keep these things to yourself if you suffering from trauma, being traumatized by anything, because you never know how it's affecting you. Get out here into the world. Put it out there into the world. Tell your story, okay? Everybody got a story to tell. You will be surprised the interesting stories you will hear and how they can change somebody else's life, how they can make you successful. You know what I mean? How you could be protected by others and the universe. See, God has not forsaken you, but he is protecting you. What I say, your rejection is God's rejection is your protection. The four angels of the earth are here, honey, sir. This is the world card. That something had to end. It's just simple as that. Y'all don't want God to shake shit up. I said this yesterday in the status that I made on Facebook, though, but I said, you do not want to feel God's wrath. You don't. I don't be in denial when I feel God's wrath. You kind of know that it's coming from the Most High God. You know what I mean? But the world cards say that's all over now. That's all over now. It's time for somebody to rise. Like I said, don't just sit there. I'm hearing do something. That was an old ass commercial. Garfield 1-2-3-2-3, where a man was like, don't just sit there. And he did this. It was like, do something. It was this Caucasian guy. I still remember that commercial from years ago. It was like 1980s. I swear to God, y'all. But anyway, I didn't mean to swear to God. But anyway. Speaking, God know my heart. But anyway, speaking of God, God is all over this reading, letting you know, I have not forsaken you. I've protected you. Something had to end, but you are protected the whole time. Yeah, you are at a vulnerable place. She's naked, right? And I shouldn't be probably showing y'all this, but God is saying you will successfully rise. This is Phoenix rising for me. You are rising from the ashes of whatever traumatized you. That's over with the world card. That's over. Some of y'all, I'm hearing you refuse to cut something off or out and kept telling God, wait a minute, I'm going to do it. Wait a minute. Worried about how you living. Wait a minute. Or just fear just had you preventing this, right? And God said, okay, I got it. Just like that. And then you see how this person is, this how you know they traumatized. This person is looking over to this Two of Swords. This would be the past energy. This would be the current energy. You see how this person looking back to the past like, damn, I survived that? Yeah, you survived. You here to still tell your story to the world. And for some of y'all, that's what y'all supposed to do. 2121. I don't know who that's for, but that angel number is significant. It equals 3 in numerology, and 3 is about creativity. It's about communication. Again, it's already out here. Some of y'all will be recognized and rewarded once you tell your story to the world. Okay? She looking back at them scissors, at that Two of Swords. It's like looking back to the past. Some of y'all looking at what y'all been through like, damn, I can't believe I just got out of that. But know that you're going to have, it's still going to require patience to get back on top. You hear me? Or where you want to be. Or to success. You hear me? Says the world card. The universe is saying, yeah, you've been through a lot. It was some people y'all had to cut out. It was some things you had to cut off. You've been through a lot. And some of y'all did it to yourself. And you couldn't even see this. And God said, now do you see? The blindfold is off. Now he's showing you. Male or female, he's showing you. Death. Some of y'all was faced with damn near death experiences. Somebody actually faced death here. But if you Phoenix rising, that means you came back from it. Some of y'all, y'all got stories to tell. Change again, right? We already seen this with what? The transformation card. Same thing. Something, what I say, had to die, had to end, had to transform, had to change. However, apply it to your life. That's what happened. Some of y'all feel like all my life I had to fight. That's what this Two of Swords is. So you cutting people off, it's just a guard. It's like a defense mechanism is what I'm hearing. What I say, Walking Dead, that's the riding dead. Okay, so yeah, you could still feel like, damn, I came back, right? The world card, I'm rising back from that, from the ashes, right? But I still feel dead. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I was saying earlier when I said people are still like, God, why don't I feel, I got the chain, right? I got the chain. Why don't I feel rewarded? Because if he felt rewarded, why wouldn't his head be held high? Why is his head down? Still feeling like there needs to be more change. Some of y'all are still feeling doomed. like the Grand Reaper coming at any time to get you or those around you. It's people dead here, okay? That's where that fear come in at. Fear and change. Some of y'all, that was the biggest obstacle. You feared change. You didn't want to end things, or you didn't know how to cut off things or stop things because you was fearing change. Paralyzed by fear. But God said, it's okay, I got you. And I'm going to protect you through it all. Now, we're going to walk through change together until you get back to where you need to be. Okay? We're going to walk through this transformation together. We're going to walk through this this new beginning together. We're going to walk into this new beginning together after something ended here. And if you haven't went through this, you're probably about to. It's going to hit everybody different. Okay? We got temperance. That change is taking you to healing. And angels are helping you. Okay? Patience is here again with temperance. Some of y'all still might be establishing or experiencing some blocks, and that's going to take time. It's going to take time and patience. But God got angels of the earth healing you, okay? In moderation, okay? Somebody could have had I'm picking up, somebody could have had surgery here because I'm seeing knives. And I'm seeing where somebody actually is already got something cut off or cut out and they're healing from it. But they could not want to be seen or scared how people going to view them. You are healing, honey or sir. Don't even worry about all that. Just know God got you. That's the best thing right now that you need to know. That God got you. The angels got you. It's just going to take time. But you will heal. Temperance is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. It's a card of faith. Okay, some of y'all lost faith because of this change and transformation or ending or whatever it was you went through, right? It was lessons to learn. The Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck. Again, just like I was saying at the beginning of the reading, reach out to somebody. If it's not me, somebody that's more professional, they know what they're doing, what they're talking about, right? Do that. It can't hurt you. It can only help you. I mean, I'm seeing people under oath, right? Meaning trusted people, mentors, leaders, teachers, counselors, okay? Spiritual people, whoever this might be in your life. They there. Maybe some of y'all go visit these people every now and then. Maybe you cut them off. Maybe you need to go back. Apply it to your life. But I'm seeing that it's somebody there that you can trust or just go to the universe. Okay? Because the next card we have is the Queen of Wands. She's very intuitive. She's very psychic, right? Some of y'all are that. This is the ending of soul contracts too, is what I'm seeing. When it comes to what? Fears, grief, anxiety, stress. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody couldn't get out the bed, but they getting up. You know what I mean? Or they getting to the point where they can finally get up and do this. It's still a lot of fears. Somebody had to go through the dark night of the soul, but I feel like it was people surrounding this person, right? During this time of what I say, grief, loss. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Then we had the Queen of Pentacles after that. So I'm seeing that it's people that you can go to, whoever these people might be. For some of y'all, they are parents or friends, family members, or just, again, very high-ranking people that you can go to when things get heavy. And they're going to help you work on this. But you got to take action with the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands here. And with the Queen of Pentacles, you got to nurture and take care of yourself. Because if you don't, who else will? You're just going to still be in this energy. 5 of Cups, 10 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles is telling you that you need to work on it or work with these people. Then we back at the High Priest or High Priestess. So y'all already know these things. I don't need to tell y'all. Again, these is high-ranking people. People that know what they're talking about. People that is trusted, right? That's what I get when I see these cards. Mentors, teachers, leaders, people that you can trust and confide in. People that will nurture and take care of you. People that might be busy, but very confident in what they do. And very interesting. They go-getters, all of them. They know how to get the job done or get you back to where you need to be. Okay? Whoever these people is, don't just sit there. Some of y'all went from this Two of Swords to this Nine of Swords. I mean, from this Nine of Swords to this Two of Swords. This is all under the bottom of the deck. So it's also telling me that you didn't went from the Nine of Swords to a new beginning to the Two of Swords. So you feel like, okay, I'm at this new beginning, but I feel blocked. Or I feel like, now what? You know, that's the energy it's giving me. You've already been through the worst. The worst is over. That's what I'm hearing. The worst is over, and this shit caught you off guard. Like, because you was at the Three of Cups, then boom, right into the Nine of Swords. All this shit was under the bottom of the deck. So it was very heavy for some of y'all. Y'all definitely dealt with some losses or will be. I really can't say I see people that's dealing with losses where they can't be healed because temperance is here. But for somebody, maybe they just with the angels. And if that's the case, my condolences, whoever these people were. The Hierophant they had, it was like in the soul contract, and it was to teach others lessons, or they had to learn a lesson that way. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Very deep reading. I didn't even know how this reading was going to come out or turn out, but let's see. That is the message. We got so many major arcanas out here. 3 out of 4 cards is major arcanas. That's how you know it's major. It's major and it's by the universe, okay? And it's for healing after endings and changes, okay? So, understand why you're dealing with this trauma. That might help a little, shed a little light on the situation. Because y'all have a lot of whys, remember? Why am I blocked? Why am I not feeling recognized and rewarded? Why don't nobody love me? Why do I feel the way I feel? Why am my situation not getting no better? You got to change your thoughts, first of all. It's time for a new cycle of thoughts, to change those thoughts and heal those thoughts. Okay. So outcome for my collective. Possible outcome. Ten of Wands. That's the heavy energy. You're still carrying the heavy energy. King of Swords. The universe is telling you, you're gonna have to cut this out. Okay, with the King of Swords. I still see y'all carrying energy and being detached. Okay, carrying the heavy weight, the weight of the world on your shoulders, and being detached. That's what I see the outcome as being. Now you can choose, it's your decision. You can choose to stay in that energy, or you can go into other energy. What's the other energy? Two of Pentacles. Like I said, you're going to have to make a decision. The other energy is the Ten of Cups. Or to surround yourself with happiness. Okay? You could choose the Ten of Wands or the Ten of Cups. But the decision is yours. This is where free will come in. You could choose to be happy or choose to keep feeling the heavy weight. That cycle is up to you. You see that cycle? That number 8 again. That's where free will come in. Three of Swords. So it's like, okay, the possible outcome. You could choose to let the past break you or make you, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, you've been through some storms. Yeah, that shit really hurt. Some of y'all almost took y'all out. Okay? And it didn't even necessarily have to happen to you, but it happened around you, right? It happened with somebody concerning you, right? That shit really hurt. It was like excruciating pain, or somebody is feeling this way. But I want you to know, if you're listening, you have a decision to make. The choice is yours. You can choose to keep the weight of the world on your shoulders, or you could choose happiness and peace over time with the ones you love. Y'all know how they say it takes more energy to frown than it do to smile? Sort of kind of what I'm getting. But the choice is yours. Whether you want to walk around all day with the resting bitch face or with a smiley face, you get more bees with honey, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, think about it. When you got the resting bitch face, people scared of that shit. They don't even want to approach you. You be all at the bar, somebody, I'm trying to find a man, or wherever you at. I'm trying to find a man or a woman, but you got the resting bitch face looking crazy as hell. Ain't nobody gonna approach you. But if you got a smile on your face, you would be surprised how many people just talk to you out of nowhere. But anyway, collective, the universe is saying the choice is yours. Traumatized. I'm hearing. By free will. Wow, that's deep. That's all I got for y'all though right now. If y'all got anything y'all want to add or say, hey, it's up to y'all. But I'm just here to tell you, you gotta work. You still got work to do. This next cycle depends on you. That is all. Sending love and light out to everyone. Peace.